All right. So WDIG Radio at the DIG Agency. This is the career program face-to-face edition. I'm your host, Joe Bushalaki. Welcome. And we're going to go through a recording of someone who was out in the field a while ago. So let's go ahead and get into this. I've heard this before. I don't really remember all the details, but that's okay. Let's just see what happens. Let me share my screen, or not my screen, but my sound, and we'll kind of go through this whole thing. Happy Tuesday.
And what was going on.
Sure.
And it wasn't no insurance. This morning I called.
Okay, so it means you're not covered. If you could find out later on, once you find that paperwork.
Yeah, I'll go through it because she haven't called me in a while. I'm trying to think because I think I have her number in my phone.
Call her whenever.
Okay.
Figure out what's going on because I'd hate to see it. I've seen it a lot where people buy term and they believe that, oh, I have this policy, and then it expires and they don't even realize the money's not being taken out anymore, and they pass, and then they tell all their.
So just to let you know, we're in the rapport stage, but then this prospect started talking about her policy, that she's got like a term policy or something. So this is the rapport stage right now. And so let's see what happens.
Family members, everything's paid for.
Right, there's the policy.
Yeah, and then there's, the family, there's no one to get mad at the end of the day.
So. Okay, but I told my daughter, see, I'm wondering, I'll find it and call you.
Please, or I could call for you.
Okay.
It doesn't matter to me. So I guess we'll just approach it like you did. Obviously, if they're not taking out money, they're not covered.
They're not.
The individuals that I deal with typically are, a little older.
Yeah.
A lot of them are on fixed incomes, only have a couple dollars a month, or, and they're just looking to have something, to cover the costs of the family.
Right. I don't want my kids standing on the corner for a car wash or selling dinners to cremate me.
Sure.
How
many kids do you have?
I have one now. She stays up in the front. My son passed away 4 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're 2 minutes in the call. Thoughts? So there's actually one thing that I like this agent did. She started talking about her policy, right? And then what did she say to him? When after she kind of went through her policy a little bit, what did she try to close him on? Nobody? Can you guys hear the video, man?
Yeah, man, I'm like getting baby girl ready for school. Like that's my thing in the morning. But I think that shoot, man, what was the question?
Yeah, that's cool. No, that's all right, Sam. I get it, man. So she said, she was like, yeah, I got this term policy. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, she was like, basically, I'll call you. Like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But the agent wasn't going for it. He kind of went through the call. So that is like a good lesson right there. Don't ever let these people try to close you down on coming back another day so they can go get their policy. That is not no reason to stop the sales call. So that's what I definitely liked. Let's keep going a little bit more, though. What do you think about this agent's script adherence? Or maybe he's not unscripted.
Right. I find that a little strange because it's all over the place. There's no real form.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, there is no form. That's a really good way to say it. There's no form to it. Brandon, you got something?
Yeah, I was going to kind of say the same thing. It was a little, I guess, unorganized, but I thought it was good, when he said about the term stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen policies where people don't understand, what they have. Because I kind of say the same thing along those lines whenever I like have someone that has that same situation. I kind of go, hey, well, most people, I mean, they don't even understand that, what they have. I'd like to, do a policy review to help you understand and look over, what you have, give you some peace of mind.
Amen. Amen. So that's cool, man. Yeah. So let's see what happens. So let's keep going here. Just got to give it a second. Sometimes on these Google ways, it doesn't work as well. It freezes up. Come on. Here, I'm gonna have to start it all over. Unfortunately, that's okay though. We were right at the 2-minute mark exactly.
And what was going on.
Sure.
And it wasn't.
A lot of them are on fixed incomes. Only have a couple dollars a month. That'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
He's gone, so I only had 2. So.
Did he have insurance or anything? Or?
No. Vegas cremated him. Yeah, they paid for it.
It's tough. How old was he?
He was 46.
Okay.
47. Young.
Sorry to hear that.
Thank you.
I literally just got done with a client on the other side of town. Well, not on the other side, but it was her and her 2 daughters were there. And the reason they were looking for insurance was the individual, the mother, had diabetes. She was a smoker. She was in pretty good health, but her daughter, their sister, had passed away a year ago. And they had to start a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Just to, give her a proper burial. And, the daughter had her kidneys failed. So, it's tough,
It is.
It's a tough thing to think about, but it's definitely, I commend you for looking into something like this.
Yeah.
Just so, my uncle passed from COVID not too long ago. Yeah. And,
sorry to hear that. My condolences.
Perfect health in his 50s, and he had gone into a coma. He was on a respirator.
Yes.
My aunt had called me at that point, can we get him insurance? I said, companies won't touch you for 30 days, minimum of 30 days if you get COVID.
Right.
And plus he was on a respirator.
Yeah.
So we had to all chip in a little bit.
Right.
It's just tough. And now she's left. She had to move out of her apartment and all this stuff. And anyway, I don't.
No, I truly understand, because last year, 2019, I caught COVID. But I didn't have to go to the hospital. It was mild, Sure. I was hot, cold. I could still smell a little bit, eat taste a little bit. I didn't lose my appetite. So I.
All right, I'm ready to pull my hair out. No, I'm just joking. So, okay, so I got a couple things about that, but I'd first like to hear from you guys. Any other thoughts or concerns or anything going on as we're diving deeper in this?
Not enough talk about money. Like, not enough talk about how financially that affects her.
I think he
Having
kind
a
of,
policy or not having a policy.
yeah, I think he kind of talked a little too much about like his situation, and you want to kind of let the client talk about their situation.
So what exactly, Matt? So what did she say after they talked about the policy? What did she start talking about?
Like it was like off top, like COVID and how she got sick and stuff.
Did you catch what she was talking about before that?
What was it? What was it?
Her son died in his 40s.
Oh yeah, duh.
So right there, what would we have done? What would we have done right there? All of us.
That's
like
when
clockwork.
Put the pressure on that.
Exactly. We would have been like, man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How'd your son's final expenses get paid for? Like, did you notice she started saying, I don't want a car wash done for me? She said that right after she said her son died, man. What are the chances that maybe her son... Question, how do you think her son's funeral or cremation probably got paid for? Probably a car wash, man. So yeah, wouldn't we have been all... We would have been all over that, right? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear about your son. How did your son's final expenses get paid for? How did you guys feel when you had to go out and do a car wash? How'd that make you feel having to do that for your son? How much easier would it have been if you just had some insurance on your son at the time he passed away? I mean, fortunately, this is like a pretty easy prospect, right? Like she's kind of wearing her heart on her sleeve right from the jump. Like we haven't even had to ask anything here. But yeah, okay, so question, instead of going there, what did this agent start doing?
He started talking about himself, his situation, and kind of rambled on. And usually, I mean, the prospects you see, they don't really, I mean, they act like they care, but in reality, they're just kind of like, oh, I'm sorry about that. They don't actually care about what your situation is.
Yeah. So to develop an emotional connection, to get the prospect in a place where they are thinking about like getting coverage for themselves, do you think that story about his uncle, even the story about another prospect, stories that have nothing to do with her, you think that's like emotionally triggering her?
Not at all.
No, it's almost like it's flipped. Now she's like the one, like it almost sounds like he's the one who like needs somebody to talk to. I'm just saying, man, I'm just keeping it real. Hey, everybody listen, man, the career program, hey, we talk about what we need to talk about around here. You know what I mean? And it is what it is, because we want to set people straight to make money and to help these people in the most efficient way. And what we want in the career program is exactly what it's called. All of you new agents, you come out, you work hard, you get your license. You want to be in this for the long haul, right? Not fail out after the first year, like 95% of most of the agents in this industry. So we're just talking about how it is. So yeah, exactly. We need to like hit the pain point, and we do that right there. So, and we don't want to start talking about ourselves. And I'll tell you what that probably was a symptom of, was probably the agent felt a little uncomfortable going there. And so we kind of deviated a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I mean, a sore subject, right? Like your son died 4 years ago. And she almost sounded like she was about to get emotional just hinting about it. All right, let's keep going here now. All right, one moment.
And what was going on.
Sure.
And it wasn't no insurance. Sure. I was hot, cold. I could still smell a little bit, eat taste a little bit. I didn't lose my appetite. So I just stayed home. They told me to stay home and isolate. So I did. But now, thank God, in 2021, I've had both of my shots.
That's awesome. You're bulletproof now. You're like super
bulletproof now. I've had both of them.
Let's go walk the strip.
Right. I can't now without a mask.
And, it's a good feeling. The last two clients I had, too, were both vaccinated.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I keep my mask on. I'm not vaccinated yet. But,
okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
It's a very good feeling.
Well, I just wanted to show you this. I show everybody. This is my license here in Nevada.
Oh, okay.
I'm licensed in 12 other states as well. Texas, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Virginia.
Yeah. Wow.
Wisconsin, Florida, California,
yes.
Whatever. I really only deal in Nevada because I like to do face-to-face. I like to meet people.
Right.
I don't want to sell you anything over the phone. Right?
Okay.
Because you know me, you see me, you trust me. You're going to put my card right on your fridge. Right. You got a question, you call Gino, right?
Right.
Are you looking, I hate asking these questions, but were you thinking burial or cremation?
I think I want to be cremated. My daughter says, no, Mom, I want to bury you. I want to give you a funeral. But you know, I've had 2 husbands pass on me.
I'm sorry. I want to give you a hug.
I love him so much, but he's been gone about, he passed in 2018. And my other husband passed in 2012 with cancer, heart. Dad passed away with cancer in both lungs and back. So I'm sorry, but...
No, it's okay.
So I've been through it, you know. So I don't want to go through that. If she wants to have an hour viewing where people can come and view me, fine. But I think I want to be cremated.
Okay. Understandable.
And I never thought I'd say that because I told my granny, never be cremated. I want to be buried. But now I'm older.
I'm afraid of fire.
And now it's my turn. You won't feel a thing.
That's what they say, yeah.
No, you won't feel a thing because the spirit will be gone. And this is just an empty shell when your spirit's gone. So you won't.
Did your husband?
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Did your husband have insurance when he passed?
Yes, he did.
Thank the Lord.
Yes, he had 10,000. Yes, and I like my other husband. I buried him. I gave him the funeral, the whole thing, because that was his money. And I spent it on him. The same with Dad. You know, I cremated him, but I gave him a funeral. And then, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I said, okay, Lord, I did mine. My day is coming. My turn is coming.
Well, we're not trying to rush anything here.
No.
Hey, Brandon, I just want to let you know. And David, if you ever find a contest online or somewhere, a contest for who can say the best dad jokes, make sure that you message Sam, because Sam is in the running to be the champion. Okay? I just want to let you know that. I am on the hunt, Sam. I am going to Google it. The contest for the best dad jokes. Cremation is the last chance to have a smoking hot body. Okay. So, I want to bring up something because I think this is really, really important. So obviously, man, this lady, there's tons of stuff we can talk about, right? 2 husbands, a son. I can't even think if it was, I mean, she's just talking before we, I mean, don't we wish it was this easy? But here's the thing about that. This is what I want you guys to realize. And I wonder if maybe you guys have been in a home. You get in a situation like this. This lady, she's had experiences with funerals, right? She's crying. She's been through all this stuff. There's something that would raise my, for me, there would be something that I would be preemptive of. There's something that would raise my eyebrow. There's something that I would be ready for with someone like this. Do any of you have any idea of what I'm talking about? what I'm talking about is when you guys hear someone like this, do you ever wonder, like, man, how come you ain't got insurance already? Like she said, she has this term, right? But she don't even know. She claims she has something. But this is what I want to let you guys know. You got to watch out with people like this, because people like this, just remember, I mean, you got to really understand the main frame of the game here. People fill out forms all the time, right? This ain't the first. I can almost guarantee this agent ain't the first agent that's been in this home before. I can almost guarantee that the way that this lady's talking, this ain't the first time she's talked like this to somebody. These prospects, they're scripted like we are. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the lady is very nice. I think she's being very genuine. But I'm telling you, like, there's a chance that she's had these conversations. So what I'm going to be ready for is, man, someone like this, they might be one of these people that like constantly invite salespeople to their house, but never really buys. Just at the end, always starts talking about they want to think about it or this and that. So what do we need to do? We need to be hitting these pain points. What did the agent do at the end after she's talking about hard experiences? What did he start talking about? He said, you want to be buried or cremated? And then he made a joke. He made a joke. He made a dad joke. He made a joke about it, that I'm afraid of fire. I mean, you know what we're doing, right? We're not holding the prospect's feet to the fire. We're letting her off the hook so she doesn't feel the pain. But why do we need to make people feel the pain? Why do we need to keep pouring salt on the wound here?
That's the reason they buy life insurance.
Amen, brother. Like, we need to like bring the pain, man, because here's the thing, man. Like, we can't automatically assume like someone who's talking like this is just ready to buy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, people like this that are just they have events that happened in 2012, 2018, 4 years ago. I think this call was somewhere around 2020, 2021. It definitely wasn't 2022. And it's like, why are these people buying already? Like, so we got to be ready to like have our stuff together, because we got to cover all our points, man. We got to cover all our points so we can make sure we can segue a prospect like this to truly help their family and not get into. She's already talking about her daughter like over and over again. And we want to get away from a spot where she's like, well, let me talk to my daughter and then I'll get back to you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, we got to bring the pain, man. We got to bring the pain. So we can check out this video next time and keep going here. I'm kind of curious, Sam or Brandon or David, do you think he sold the deal or not?
I'm going to say yes, just because it looked like she needs some life insurance.
She needs it. Yeah, I know.
I think he didn't. I think she had to think about it.
All right, man. Think about it and did it. Very nice, dude. I am so excited to play this recording again.
I think you're right. Like, you know, she's been through this before. She's been through a lot already. She's going to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Regardless if she buys or not, like, that's really good, Sam. Like, we gotta be like that, man. We can't get caught off guard. We gotta stay on our toes with people like this. We can't just like be like, oh, like, it's easy to fall into that. Like, oh man, this is an easy one. Oh man, I've been getting roughed up all day, and now I finally got a prospect who's just ready to buy. And then we just like, we just kind of get comfortable. Yeah, we got to stay in the game, bring the pain even more, because she's already bringing the pain herself, right? We got to keep bringing it, man. We got to hold the feet to the fire, man. It is what it is, man. Why do we do this? Because we want to help these people. You know what I mean? We want to help these people. Okay, so tune in next time on WDIG Radio. If you want to hear more, we'll keep posting these recordings. But here at the Career Program Face to Face, we train agents to be six-figure income earners and how to stay in this industry by showing you the right way to sell. We don't do mass recruiting. We teach you how to sell. We're anti-MLM.